Well, hello there again, boys and girls. Doofuss Dingle here. Is everything working out okay for you? Have you had your morning denial tea so that you can get through the day without your brain exploding? Are your eyes turning red from too much brain activity? Is smoke coming out of your ears and your nose? Well, just slow down. Smell the roses. Take a deep breath, long and deep. Not too deep, though, because you don't want your lungs to explode, do you? Well, I'm going to let you in on a secret, a very mysterious and deeply hidden secret. Remember when I asked you to consider that the world you live in is not all that it seems? Okay, do you remember that? Well, we might all be living in a reverse and negative world, but it seems okay and normal to us. But that maybe, just maybe, there might be other dimensions. That what is holding up this world and everything we see and feel and touch, that sort of stuff, is actually something behind us, something that upholds it. That this something is not material at all, but rather ethereal, kind of like spirit? Do you suppose, could it be, that the universe and all that is in it might be a hologram of sorts? Not unlike a computer hologram, but a little different. And did you ever consider that this universe was set up and is run by the creator of it all as some sort of a game? That we are born, live, and die in this game? Did you ever think of that? And that this game is some sort of a test, kind of like a school of some sort? And could it be possible, do you think, that the object of this game is not to play it at all, but rather for you to, well, what should we say? Sort it out? Search out things? Try to discover what's really going on? Could it be that the object of this game is not to play it at all? Not at all? But to maybe extricate yourself? That the object of the game of life here is not to play it, but to leave it behind? To leave the game and all there is in this world? And did it ever occur to you that those who play the game, all they do seems to fight, and they start wars, and they kill each other, and they argue over the rules of this game all the time? And that all of the tribes of mankind just seem to fight and argue, kill and murder, claiming that their rules of the game are better than others? And so civilizations seem to just rise and fall, but no one ever seems to get out of here alive now, do they? And so we have great universities and great thinkers and great philosophers who argue and debate endlessly over the nature of the game and the right rules that we all need to play by. And if we don't agree with what they say, well, they just come along and kill us and get rid of us. But at the end, we all bury them, don't we? And the game just simply goes on, and the arguments go on, and no one really knows, or seems to know, what the purpose of the game really is. And have you considered that the real purpose of life is not to play the game of life at all, like all those around you do, but rather to search out and find the Creator himself, and ask him directly, well, what's this game for? And do you just suppose, could it be that this Creator actually sent people into the game to warn them that there was far more to it than just believing this or believing that, while you play this silly game and then die and see a great big red sign that says all is vanity, you lost? And you lost because the entire object of the game was not to play it at all, but to search your way out of it. And do you suppose that one of the greatest of all the prophets ever to come into this game we call life could have been the Creator himself? Boy, that's a real mind bender, isn't it, boys and girls? And could it be possible that he came here to explain to us what the real object of the game really was? Could it be that he actually gave us directions on how to extricate ourselves from it? Is it possible, boys and girls? Do you think maybe it would be a good idea to stop drinking your denial tea and get a good dose of reality tea instead, before it's too late and you just see the big red sign, all is vanity, you lost? Is it possible that the religions of the world are in fact just diversions to make you believe this or that, so you won't actually search out the real truth and find the Creator himself and extricate yourself? Did he actually give us a way out? Do you think he could have? That he might have called it a straight gate and a narrow way? A way to find your own personal stargate that lies deep within? A real portal that opens up a doorway to the Creator so you can converse with him. You might want to think about that one. It's a real mind bender, I'll admit it. It's a real stretch for those little brain atoms. You really got to get them spinning up. It's Doofuss Dingle now, signing off. Remember, there is a snare out there, and that the snare is actually called life itself. And if all you do is just play it, you will see the big red sign. All is vanity, and you lost. You see, those that just play the game, the nations of the world, they are already in the snare, and it is about to be sprung. But when it is, well, it's just too late. Be good, boys and girls. Take care now, and don't take any wooden nickels. We'll see you later. Have a good night now.